started. I was recently at GDC, so I got to actually interview the CEO and COO of Flat2 VR Studios. I got to try Wrath of Aeon. Was it? I always forget the name. Wrath of Aeon VR, which was awesome. I actually got my hands on it and played for a little bit. You're going to see a lot more about that. And I'm pretty sure they're going to announce the official release date during the VR game showcase that's about to start in a little bit. Lots of really great stuff to go over today. I'm here to answer your questions. There's no one in here yet. I just started, but when people start to arrive, I'm going to be available for any kind of questions that people have. I have a video coming out hopefully later in the week of that interview that I did with the CEO and CEO. And a lot of really good stuff coming up for VR. A lot of people thought that VR was dead because of all the changes and shakeups with Meta, and it is simply not the case, thankfully. So let's watch this little teaser trailer that they put out for the showcase in case anyone hasn't seen it, and we'll go from there.
The VR Game Showcase is back for its first show of 2026. Join us on YouTube at 9 AM PT on March 24th. You'll be the first to see some of the biggest and best titles coming soon to MetaQuest, PC VR, and PlayStation VR 2. I'm your host Jamie, and I'll be bringing you over 20 trailers and previews, including an exclusive new look at The Boys Trigger Warning, a huge update on Exoshock, and the latest on One More Delve.
I've yet to try Exoshock.
Plus, more from the team at Flat2 VR Studios, including the news you've been waiting for on Wrath, Aeon of Ruin VR.
Let's get rumble.
Tune in early for the return of the pre-show countdown, with over 10 more updates on some of our favorite upcoming indies and MR titles. And of course, we're saving some surprises for the show, including the reveal of a brand new game from a veteran VR developer. All of that, plus more on games like The Lightkeepers, Spymaster, Forefront, Dimensional Doubleshift, and Among Us 3D, as well as updates from the team at Creature. This is the event for VR gamers. You won't want to miss it. Make sure to subscribe to the VRGS YouTube channel ahead of the show, and we'll see you there at 9 AM PT on March 24th.
You know, I also got a chance when I was at the Game Developers Conference to talk to the head of Creature Games, Doug Northcook, and he gave me some insight on things that are coming up. There's actually stuff coming from them, including their own showcase. We'll probably talk about that in the VR Game Showcase, but that's coming up in May, and in late April, there's another separate VR Game Showcase from Flat2 VR Studios. So we have not just this VR Game Showcase that's coming on right now. We're going to get a little snippet of some stuff, but there are even bigger announcements that are going to be coming out in April and in May. And I'm really excited to see what those are. I know a few little things, but I can't share them yet. But for today, I can give you some info after we watch this showcase, depending on how much they reveal on other things that I got to see and try at GDC. So we've got 4 people that are in the chat. Where are you guys all watching from before this gets started? It's about to start on the pre-show. I am in Los Angeles, as always, almost. I'm very curious if you guys have anything you're really excited about in VR. Let me know if you have a Quest 3 or any of those things. Oh, looks like it's starting up. The pre-show, anyhow. We'll see how this goes. MA, Massachusetts? Glenn Jeff? All right, let's see what they've got for us. Oh, this is that little YouTube boot up video. It's kind of cool. Just some very curious to see what big announcement they're going to put at the very end of the show. We're generally very happy right now, so we'll see how that kicks off. It's just a very nice show. What do you got for us?
Welcome to the VR Game Showcase pre-show kickoff with me, your host, Xena. The big show is in less than 20 minutes, including one of our biggest ever new game announcements. But before all of that, we've got 10 new trailers and updates from independent developers and smaller studios. These titles will be showcasing fun and intuitive design, introducing us to new ideas or building on ones we visited before. And most importantly, they look pretty cool. So make sure to wishlist, pre-order, or purchase the games you like the look of. First up, we're getting our gloves on for a punchy new arcade game. Bloxer is from the team behind Green Hell VR and Tracked Shoot to Survive, and it launches on MetaQuest today. Coming up next is a big update for a great God Sim.
I played the early version of this quite a bit. It's actually
just hold two elements together and your powers will combine them into something new.
Yeah, let's get to the fun part.
New systems, more buildings, upgrades, and additional quests and rewards are now available in How to God. Later this week, the newest entry in the Stuff series arrives on PlayStation VR 2. Let's check it out.
Run the most chaotic supermarket simulator in VR. Shop and Stuff.
He sent me this
Keep it full! Fill it already! Don't keep them empty! Get lost!
I don't know, it seems like you're working
No! Clean the floor!
Look at me! I am cashier now!
Entering ninja mode.
Look what I found!
Oh, sure, just Shop and Stuff. Available now on the Meta Store. Coming to PSVR, March 27th.
We've looked after our pets and stuff, shaved and stuff, and now it's time to shop and stuff. Check out the game on MetaQuest now and get ready for the PSVR 2 version this Friday. More multiplayer moves await us in our next game.
Back when you fake like that, head out of the game, I don't play that. Should we go? No, you never come back. I'ma be the best, Back when you fake like that, head out of the game, I don't play that. Should we go? No, you never come back. I'ma be the best,
VR climbing gets a groovy multiplayer makeover with today's Peak Rhythm update. Meanwhile, a very different multiplayer experience is making its way to PSVR 2 and PC VR soon.
Uh-oh. Seems like we lost audio. It seems to have frozen. That's no good. Hopefully you guys can still see me. We've got a little spinning screen there. I'm going to give it a second. I'm actually putting a poll up. Hopefully this doesn't continue to happen. I know my internet connection is solid. Oh, it's coming back. I feel like every time I watch a live stream of another show while I'm live streaming, at some point it freezes or gets messed up. There was a Nintendo Direct that I was watching, and a whole chunk of the middle of it was just completely gone. And it depends on the region you're in and stuff, because I saw replays from other areas and it went straight through with no issue. But this seems to be an issue here. Let me see if I can get this to go back. I'll let it play from here. Skip ahead at one of the in-between parts. Nice. April 30th, not too long.
Up to 4 friends can team up to survive the hordes when Along Survive arrives on Steam.
I'm going to jump forward. So we're on time. A hunting game. What is happening with this stream?
Welcome to Necropolis Island. Why not drive the Rune Train, a marvel of occult engineering? Explore the island's mysteries above and below ground. Such incredible scenery. And of course, destroy the undead. Crikey. Goodness me. My word, that's worth a wish list.
Blast the undead from the comfort of your train in a quaint little shooter with some trademark British hospitality. Who says there's nothing new in zombie games? Our next game trades combat for cooking.
I love seeing a lot more Steam logos as we go. Like almost every single thing has had Steam right there next to Meta, which shows that the Steam frame is still coming. It's a lot of people were expecting it to be out by the end of March. That was the hope, because they had said Q1. But it's obviously not coming out Q1. Hopefully, I'm hoping by summer we'll have our hands on the Steam frame. From the insight that I got about it, it's going to change the game big time for people who are new to VR in a very large way. So I can't wait to get my hands on mine. As soon as they let me know how I can get it, I will be first in line. very much like a pre-show filler.
Isle of Food isn't just a cooking
Isle of
simulator.
Food.
It also lets you manage your restaurant, grow your own food, hunt for produce,
Should be fun.
and customize your space. It launches on pretty much everything later this year. Also coming later this year is a brand new sequel to a relaxing MR puzzle game.
Sequel. Oh, nice. A sequel. Swingle. So this must be a sequel to Swingle. Which, if you haven't played Swingle, it's actually a really fun game. I don't know what they're gonna do that's different with this. Just add more levels. Oh, okay. This definitely got some additional elements to it. You don't see a lot of VR sequels, so it's nice to see that they managed to pull enough sales from the first one to the second game. This is one of those games where watching all these funky shapes doesn't give you the true justice. Okay, Swingle Arcade, very cool. Yeah, Ben Outram, I've actually
Swingle
spoken to him.
Arcade is a free-to-play take on the
for
Don't
Ben.
Touch the Sides genre, intended for short bursts of calm play sessions. Our next game, not so relaxing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like confined. Crisscross of the little horror game for us here. Wow, magical electricity.
Trust me, you will like this place. Well.
Major demo update.
Confined
I didn't even
leaving
know about that one.
OKB 134 continues to look terrifying. But if you're too scared to play in a headset, the game will support flat screen too. Look for a major
Interesting.
demo update soon.
There's a massive
Now, a
difference
quick
playing horror
warning.
in VR versus
Our next
non.
game has a killer soundtrack, best played loud. So turn up the volume. Unless if you're watching in an
Speaking
office
of
or
loud,
something.
I'm wondering if
Another part of your time
audio sounds
sent to face us.
Glenn, Jeff, are you still in here? Do you
How
think the audio is pretty good in terms of
predictable.
being able to hear me versus the show? Is there any audio issues? You guys let me know. It's funny, this actually looks a little bit like Ramadan, but different graphics, less pixelated. Not so sure about this one, but Plasmaborn. Huh. Guess it's out now. I wonder if it was released today.
Now that's how you do it. Plasmaborn is available right now on MetaQuest 2 and up. Quest players are also getting our next game today.
Puzzle game. Let's see how this one is. You would think that this would be a mixed reality game. Because it's basically just shapes with a blank background. I wonder if there's a MR mode. There's another game similar to this called The Lock. It's been out for a while. So it looks like it's got kind of more spacious puzzles than The Lock does. And definitely a more cartoony style. Okay.
Interlocked Puzzle Island looks like the perfect fit for VR, no pun intended. Check the game out on Quest today, and PC players can look for a full launch soon. We only have 2 more titles left before the VR Game Showcase gets underway, so let's make them good ones.
The universe is under attack, and this time, only a magical girl can save it. Become the magical girl who saves the universe with crepes. Smack them down hard. Take that. Strike a pose. Unleash your magic. Make it fabulous. Learn by punching. Punch, pose, punch harder.
Ah, Squin.
Supercharge your powers.
Maybe not again.
Crepe Master is your next short, sweet, and completely unhinged VR adventure. Play as a magical girl in a color-fueled mess of aliens and a crepe pan. Grab your pan and wishlist now on Meta Quest Store.
Master.
Crepe Master promises to be a tasty treat of an action game,
crepe.
and you've got a little under 2 months to come up with more sugar-based puns before the game arrives on May 7th. Finally, for our pre-show, let's take a look at a very promising co-op roguelike.
This I'm very curious about. I actually wrote it on the ship. This was the first footage I've seen of the actual gameplay. I think it was like the final
2 to 3 player co-op, zero gravity exploration, ship maintenance, dogfights, and roguelike gameplay. Soul Protocol looks ambitious to say the least. Make sure to check out the open alpha later this week. And that wraps it up for this spring's VRGS pre-show. Next up is the main event, kicking off with a surprise. Stay tuned and we'll see you next time.
Alright, the actual show is about to start. Let's see what we have revealed. I got to play Ninja Turtles. I'm going to be doing a video about that coming up probably this week, actually, because that was a really fun experience. I'm curious if they're going to show any more of that off in this showcase. I'm guessing they will. It's one of the biggest games of the year. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Right there at the beginning, a good warning. There will be mature content in this, so it's not for kids.
You'd have to be a very stupid person to set us up. Warren Jupiter did just that. He will learn how much that's gonna cost him.
Did not expect them to bring
We're the aces. The ghost, ace of clubs. The technician, ace of diamonds. The enforcer, ace of spades.
I still think we should just kill him.
Now, where's the fun in that? And me, the mastermind, the ace of hearts. The aces are a family. We heist together. We do time together. And now, we'll take down Jupiter together.
I was so up for some sneaking.
It looks like a very good VR adaptation, honestly.
Move!
Stick to the plan, folks. Jupiter, we're coming for you. And everything you got.
Payday, that's right. Very cool. I feel like that's a good one to bring to VR in terms of multiplayer. It's just
There it is. Payday Aces High is an all-new VR exclusive entry in the smash hit co-op series, and it's coming this year. Fast Travel Games is bringing frantic 4-player heists to Quest and PC VR. Stay tuned for more info later in 2026. What a way to kick off the show, right? And we've got more where that came from. Make sure to have your phone camera out and ready to scan today's QR codes for wishlisting, pre-orders, and maybe even the occasional discount code. Every time you wishlist or pre-order a game, you help developers get more visibility. And every time you join a Discord channel, you have a chance to help shape a title's future. Today, you'll see a range of games from across the VR ecosystem. We'll check in with updates to some of the biggest existing projects and celebrate some of the successes that hardworking developers are seeing. Take Bootstrap Island, for example. The hit PC VR survival game finally launched its 1.0 version 2 weeks ago, with its biggest content update to date. The full version of the game adds a new tribe faction and a custom mode that lets players adjust parameters such as day length, world intensity, and survival systems. But developer Maru VR isn't stopping there. Today, we can confirm Bootstrap's first post-launch content update arrives in Q2 of this year. It delivers a new challenge mode in which players can test their skills in different scenarios, competing for top spots on leaderboards. Not only that, but the team is also adding a new night creature to the game and introducing an improved crate for refined inventory management. And yes, we're all very excited about the launch of the PSVR 2 version of the game. We don't have a final date to share today, but the studio says it's nearing the end of development, so it won't be too much longer until we hear more.
Beat the beat.
We're also looking forward to next week's launch of another gem, Beat the Beats. Dodge, block, and of course, hit, in a VR rhythm game that intuitively blends high-energy gameplay with boxing-style moves that quickly feel natural. The game features 9 albums, each with their own visuals and genres. Players can even take on tougher B-sides and clear daily challenges as they punch their way to the top. Beat the Beats hits Quest, Steam, and Pico next week. Wishlist today, and if you haven't tried it for yourself yet, a free demo is available now. One of our all-time favorites is finding its way onto PC very soon. Puzzling Places arrives on Steam on April 9th, bringing its enormous library of 3D jigsaw puzzles not just to new headsets, but also desktop and even Steam Deck. Today, Realities.io is launching a new version of the game's demo with an additional puzzle, improved VR support, and even cross-platform multiplayer. We can also confirm Puzzling Places will launch for $7.99 with 18 puzzles. 4 years worth of monthly DLC packs will also arrive on Steam in the weeks after launch, totaling over 300 puzzles combined. Stay tuned for more updates, including a very creative new idea from the Realities team after launch. And finally, just over 2 years after its launch on PlayStation VR 2 and Steam, Legendary Tales launches its highly anticipated DLC expansion today. The Dawn of History expansion adds a huge amount of content to the cooperative, physics-driven dungeon crawler. That includes plenty of new dungeons and maps, enemy types, spells, weapons, and skills, while new items like the ring accessory can enhance your stats. Alongside the new weapon classes like the spellcasting staffs and books, players can expect more legendary weapons, including a buckler that comes with a skill to hook enemies and pull them towards you, a new sword with an area of effect attack, and even a legendary dagger that returns to your hand when thrown.
That's cool.
There's also a new divine skill tree that will allow you to assist friends by healing them during dungeon raids. You'll even face new bosses and discover a new seal system to imbue weapons with magical properties. Plus, developer Urban Wolf Games has increased the level cap to 60, whilst completely overhauling the game's stat system. And that's just scratching the surface of what awaits you in Dawn of History. You can go and pick up the DLC on both PSVR 2 and PC right now. And if you don't have the base game, it's currently on sale on both platforms. And don't forget, Legendary Tales also launched on Quest earlier this year.
I'm gonna have to try this one out. Dawn of History.
Of course, today is also about new games like Payday, Aces High,
That's what
and
I
this
wanna
one.
hear about. New games. it's from Creature. Okay, well, Creature's one of the best companies in VR by far.
You may have heard that VR is dead.
Oh, look at
Or
that. Speaking of,
that VR is dying.
That's Doug.
But that couldn't be further from the truth. Doug Northcook, the creative director and CEO at Creature. Making VR games is so hard. I love VR games. We're partnering with the VR Games Showcase to co-stream our Creature feature, our annual showcase this year, which will be airing on May 6th. New games, some of the greatest VR games ever made. Games you never thought were possible. Games that we love. Creature feature, May 6th.
From Deadly Delivery to Crossings and Maestro to Thrasher, the Creature label is supporting some of VR's all-time best games. And we can't wait to see what's next during the upcoming Creature feature. You'll be able to watch the show right here on the VRGS channel to see more games like Compass, the incredible 6th title from Prison Boss studio Trebuchet. I mean, just look at this game. We cannot wait to see more. Okay, next up is some long-awaited news from one of the most anticipated titles in VR right now.
First time I played Exoshock, I experienced one of the most visceral and intense VR first-person shooters I've ever played. So I then decided to join the small but mighty two-man indie team over at Polarity One to help take Exoshock to the next level. And today they have asked me to share some epic news about Exoshock's future roadmap with all of you. I'm proud to announce the release of Exoshock Founders Edition. This is a limited edition one-time purchase that costs $12.99. And this gives you instant access to Exoshock's development build and every future update as the game continues to grow. This will include a new map, new weapons, new items, a new progression system, and extra mission-based objectives leading up to the official store's release, where you will receive a digital game key for either Steam or MetaQuest. Founders will also be the first players to experience Exoshock's full co-op multiplayer mode, and as a thank you for supporting the development of Exoshock, you'll also receive an exclusive Founder Discord role with private access to the developers, an exclusive Founder suit skin and badge, plus your name immortalized in the Exoshock's game credits. Right now, Exoshock supports Steam VR and MetaQuest 3 and MetaQuest 3S, but soon Exoshock is also coming to Valve's Steam Frame and Sony's PlayStation VR 2. Plus, flat screen players will be able to join the squad with full cross-play between VR and non-VR on PC, PS5 and Steam Deck. Please use the QR code at the end of the video or the link in this video's description to become an Exoshock founder, allowing you to play right now, support the development and own the game
Can you hear me?
at the cheapest price it will ever be. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the game in the future and in the community Discord.
All contract objectives complete.
Seems like that might work now. Can you hear me now? Yes. I know it might have brought the whole volume down a bit.
This is your chance to get in on the ground floor with one of the most promising shooters around and be a part of something as Polarity One and VRAIL build towards a full launch. Exoshock is a game we really hope to see.
I do look forward to trying Exoshock. Weekend update, can you hear me now?
An incredibly important part of the VR industry. As our next three titles from Triangle Factory, Alchemy Labs, and Shell Games demonstrate.
Hi, Wesley from Triangle.
Thank you so much.
We've been providing frequent updates to Forefront ever since our early access launch in November last year. 2 new maps, 3 new vehicles, 4 new gadgets, tons of new features, improvements, and much more. We're gearing up to the game's full launch. Forefront 1.0 launch.
I hear Forefront's a lot of fun. Have you guys played it?
So get in for less while you still can. Forefront 1.0 will be paired with a brand new map, new content, and a PC VR update with real-time lighting and improved effects. But before that, we have one last big update we want to share with you. Fjord is available later this
Nice.
For Forefront. The PSVR 2 version is still in deep development, but Triangle Factory has confirmed that it will launch with all maps and that the team is looking to bring some of the upcoming PCVR improvements to the platform. Plus, the game will be using various features unique to the headset. Later this week, Triangle Factory is also releasing a supporter pack DLC with gun skins, charms, and more. A great optional way to support the Forefront dev team.
I'm not a huge multiplayer online cooperative person, but I feel like I should try Forefront. VR has such a crazy mix of different types of games for everybody. This is one that is not for me. Yeah. Not sure what that is exactly, but I'm sure people will enjoy that.
Dimensional Double Shift is free to download on Quest and Android XR. On top of next month's Sporlando content, Alchemy recently launched a new accessibility update that includes the ability to
Sporlando.
So now's a great time to check out the game.
You know, I tried this initially and I got very nauseous, but it's before it had any of the comfort controls. I should probably try it again. Since it's been updated 1,000 times since then. I mean, the concept is just as solid as it ever was. You know, a multiplayer game that I really did enjoy, a cooperative multiplayer, was Deadly Delivery. That game is actually a lot of fun. You go with friends to deliver packages as these delivery gnomes. It's a lot of fun. It's out right now. All right. As much as this is cool, Definitive Edition, multiple platforms, I still want to see more new stuff. There's not a lot of new stuff that's being showed. From what I understand, we're not going to see the biggest release announcements until that creature feature in May. So we've got a little time to wait, but hopefully we'll get at least one really good announcement today.
Of nearly 4 years of updates and events from the Shell Games team as they hand the reins back to Innersloth. We can't wait to see what Shell's cooking up next. That's 3 great games you can start playing today and have plenty of reasons to go back to in the weeks, months, and years.
He said 3, not free.
Speaking of something for the months to come.
All right, what's this? Gooey. Oh, wow. Very Skyrim magic style. Okay. one more delve. Very interesting. All right. Uh-oh. We've
compete with
paused
some of
here.
VR's
Sorry about
best
that,
dungeon
guys.
crawlers. We can't wait for launch next month.
Uh-oh.
We're also happy to confirm that developer ATVR is
Technical
currently
issues here.
exploring post-launch content,
My
including new weapon
apologies.
classes, spells, and bosses. And while they're not ready to confirm anything today, they are looking into a PSVR 2 version of the game too. Next up are 3 games heading your way in the very near future, including this week's launch of a multiplayer BMX, scooter, and mountain biking
Well, that's
game
important.
we've been dying to play.
I have a feeling this would make me very ill, personally. I don't know if I'd be able to handle this one. I like the concept, though. Be able to actually, like, ride around. Spray paint feature's pretty cool. The graphics look nice, too, I gotta say. The sky.
Congratulations, human from Earth! You've been recruited by Glorpo Incorporated to work off your debt. Every day, you and your crew will be assigned a different job. On your first day,
I definitely
you
need to
will
try
be
this.
Inducting more recruits. Bring in
It's
anyone
got Rick
with
and Morty
debt
kind of
and make
vibes
sure
to it, I
they're
feel
up
like.
to Glorpo standards.
Screw you and your Glorpo!
Give them their probes, wash their brains, and make sure they are compliant. Got it?
Huh?
Next assignment, take care of our station's youngest inhabitants. Feed them, wash them, keep them entertained. And your final assignment, cooking at the Glorpo Vision Music Clash. No matter how strange, give our performers anything they need. And remember, don't mess this up, human.
Hello,
Make sure
Adalme
nothing,
Pine.
and I mean absolutely nothing, goes wrong.
Space Control, clearly inspired by
Now
Rick and Morty.
get to work.
The
Don't
animation
forget that
style.
Space Control currently has a demo out on Steam. Give the game a try before its full launch on PC and Quest on April 1st.
I asked them for a demo for that, or for
Hey
like
there,
the
it's
full
Ike,
version. and
producer of The
I haven't tried it yet.
Amusement.
And it's Mark, game director of The Amusement. And we want to give you all a glimpse behind the locomotion magic that
The
we've integrated
Amusement.
into our upcoming narrative adventure game.
Your father, noble as his efforts were, has failed.
You don't have to keep protecting her from the park.
I'm protecting her.
It's
from
interesting
you.
styling. I kind of like it. The Amusement.
In The Amusement, we use redirected walking that have the goal to enable real walking in confined play spaces.
In the maze demo,
like
we wanted
that.
to ease the player into using all of their room scale space with impossible spaces. Different parts of the environment are activated while others are disabled, so that we can overlap different parts of the environment while moving you closer and closer to the centerpiece of the maze.
I love
the
this
mighty
concept.
giant Rubitsar.
Rotation gains are another way how we
Infinity
can
Hotel
expand
is the
play
same
spaces.
concept.
Head
Very
rotations
cool.
of the player are amplified.
It allows you
that
to
a
move
virtual
around.
turn is slightly larger than a real turn. We use it in this interactive carnival puzzle game, for example. Essentially, we are resetting your play space as you step forward into more of the environment.
We overlap these redirection techniques more and more in upcoming levels, combining them with a bunch of movement mechanics. Climbing, carts, elevators, and pulley platforms to name a few. Try it for yourself in our Steam demo, and get your steps in when the amusement launches on April 16th on MetaQuest and Steam VR.
Nice. That looks pretty cool.
The amusement shows
First
that
I've heard of
developers
that.
are still innovating with VR locomotion, and it looks like a really compelling puzzle adventure game too.
Definitely.
Make sure to check out that demo before launch on April 16th. We're very happy to say that our next segment is sponsored by Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes, launching on PSVR 2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR on April 24th.
All right, let's get it.
If you missed this month's trailer, here's another chance to catch it.
Peggy 12.
Big developer bringing this. This is one of those things that proves that VR is not dead. Little Nightmares is big. I mean, come on, Bandai Namco. Ugh. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing this one. Ugh. See, games like this that actually push the Quest 3's graphical capabilities, like, this may be the PC version, but it's not gonna look much different on the Quest. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Altered Echoes. I might still play that on PSVR 2 just for the graphics being on the higher end, but...
Okay, it's time to look a little further afield. Here's 3 more games we're looking forward to in 2026.
So later in the
new
year.
titles from the developers of Medieval Dynasty New Settlement, A Fisherman's Tale, and Silhouette.
All right. Finally, some gameplay footage. We saw some teaser stuff for this. Looks interesting. The monsters coming in. Huh. Sort of like multiplayer defense. Huh. Lightkeepers. All right, that's cool. That looks interesting. The teaser.
Yes, we're bringing the full gameplay reveal of the Lightkeepers to the next edition of VRGS this summer. We'll have a little more news on that in a bit.
So that means we have announcements from different companies month by month. So next month we have a showcase. May we have a showcase, and he says summer, so I'm guessing June will be the next official VR showcase from them. So lots of stuff coming to VR.
You'll have only 60 seconds.
Oh, cool.
Make them count.
Time manipulation. Very cool. A puzzle game, it seems.
My turn.
I like this kind of stuff. This looks like fun. I automatically want to play this just from the time manipulation and teamwork. I mean, it's like self-teamwork.
Plans. They take all the fun out of missions.
Look at it this way, Tick. You get to leap aboard a speeding train and defuse a bomb with seconds to spare.
You're used to seeing into the future, Operator. Why don't you choose which mission we take first?
Spy Master. All right, that actually looks pretty cool. I'm into it.
All right, Operator. The mission is yours.
MetaQuest 3 and Steam. It's weird that some things say Steam VR. Okay,
more
Steam VR.
puzzling ingenuity from the team at Innerspace. We're keeping a close eye on this one.
Yeah, that's cool. That might be one of the first ones I play on the Steam frame. What is this? Huh. I do like when you can play one person on PC, one person in VR. That's how I played Battlemarked with Jarek Defiler, the patient gamer. He played on PC and I played in VR for our review. Okay, 4 versus 1. Now, where are all the 4 people? Oh my gosh, look at that old VR headset, HTC. Is it old? I actually don't know. Looks interesting. Alpha available now, I guess?
Panoptic 2 is the sequel to one of the best examples of asymmetrical VR multiplayer. Go and support a small team making great games.
Highly recommend.
You got the flash drive?
Supporting small teams.
Got it. Good.
Alright, what's this one? That looks like, yeah.
Shit! They've sealed the main entrance from the outside. Find the exit stairwell now.
This is obviously going to be a lot of fun. This is definitely not for kids, this one. You guys know what this is, right? Wait, he's invisible? Looks cool. Just long enough. There's so much gratuitous blood, even though he just tied him up. It fits. It fits what the game is.
Keep that card handy. It ought to be useful. Nice one. That'll open the door.
Nice. I don't know. It's funny because it looks like it's gonna be fun, but there's nothing that screams The Boys from just the gameplay that we're seeing right now. But I do love that they're showing actual gameplay, and the hallways and spaces aren't screaming The Boys either. It's just kind of a general office space, but I mean, The Boys isn't exactly, other than the characters themselves, it's kind of bland looking.
What the fuck do I do? Rooftops are only exit.
Oh, bad words.
Get moving before that cape-wearing wanker shows up.
Butcher, Homelander's already here.
I'm trying to find an exit.
So, we finally meet the terrorists
all about the characters.
from Vaughtland who murdered 3 soups and made such a mess at Sage Grove. You know, I don't know what I expected, but certainly not this. Though you do remind me of someone. Hugh Campbell. Starlight's twink boyfriend. Total loser. But I underestimated him. I won't be doing the same with you.
Lucas, run, now!
It's like a zip move.
You're already dead.
Uh-oh. What the heck is going on?
Just haven't hit the ground yet.
What I love about the boys'
dip in
trigger
quality.
warning is that developer Arvory is pulling from inspirations in the immersive sim genre to create a deeper gameplay experience than you might expect. We're looking forward to seeing just how bloody
Why
this
so
revenge
fuzzy?
mission gets when the game launches in just 2 days on MetaQuest.
Oh wow, 2 days.
Stay
That's a
tuned for
surprise.
More information on the PSVR
Well, I'll
2
definitely have to
version.
give that a try.
All right, it's nearly time for our last segment of the day. But first, a little news from
Hopefully
us.
the quality goes up.
We're very happy to announce our first ever summer edition
Oh,
of
there you go.
VRGS,
Summer
taking
edition.
place around the Summer Games Fest weekend.
Ah,
We've always
nice.
wanted
So
to
it will be
give
June.
VR its own
I will be at
spotlight
Summer
in
Game
one of
Fest
the
this
most
year as well.
Exciting times in the gaming calendar, and this is the year to do it. We'll share the final date soon, but look forward to
Well,
even more game
Summer
announcements
Game Fest
and
is-
updates, including Postal 2 VR from Flat to VR Studios.
Yeah, I
And
don't care
speaking
about
of
that
Flat
one
to VR,
personally.
let's
But
close out the show with what has become something of a tradition here at VRGS. Let's get the latest updates from Impact Inked, Flat to VR Spark, and Flat to VR Studios.
yes.
I am Phil, founder and creative director for Play XD, and this is Primal Rumble.
This one looks fun. Little mixed reality battler.
It's a slapstick combat card battler for MetaQuest, made to
I
feel
like
just
card
like
combat
a toy
games, dude. This
playset
I'm gonna
coming
play
to
this one for
life
sure.
In the middle of your room. We wanted to build a game where the strategy is real, but the humor is the real payoff. Something full of charm that's fun for everyone and for all ages. We've always loved slapstick, handcrafted comedy where the little details do the heavy lifting. You'll see that in how the primals move, react, and show off. It plays like a proper card battler with clear rules, quick turns, and choices that really matter. Winning earns you new cards, and that's where the fun really grows. Tweaking
looks
your
fun.
deck, trying new combos, and learning those little tricks. The big thing is presence. The arena can sit on your coffee table or can scale up into the room.
That's
And
cool.
the primals feel like collectible vinyl toys with real weight and personality. We're taking just a bit more time to polish and get the game just right.
That's
But if
always
this feels like
preferable.
your type of game, we'd really appreciate you wishlisting Primal Rumble on MetaQuest.
You know what? I am gonna wish list it so they know that I want to play it because it looks like a lot of fun. I like a card battler. It reminds me a little bit of Hungry Hippos. Hungry Hippos, the old collecting marbles game. It's simplistic, but
Hey VR community,
can be
I'm
fun.
Francois from Vertex Breakers. On behalf of the team, I'd like to thank you for the support you've shown V-Racer Hoverbike, and we've got something big for you today. V-Racer Hoverbike has come a long way this past year. We launched on MetaQuest, PSVR 2, and we had several updates, including Halloween and Christmas events. And honestly, the best part has been you, the players. The liveries we've designed
V-Racer
for bikes,
Hoverbikes.
suits, and helmets have been incredible. And it made one thing obvious. We wanted even more ways to be creative. So today, we're launching the V-Racer Hoverbike Track Editor. It's live right now on all platforms. Build your own tracks, publish them, and race what the community creates. Go wild with endless loops. Create the ultimate speed trials, or just keep the multiplayer sessions fresh with endless community tracks. We're also
Nice.
adding a new female rider option and the HGP 1000 career with a new set of cups to compete for.
it's cool. Not a new thing, but it's cool. That seems like it could have been in the pre-show, personally.
If you like VR, you should buy this game.
Yes, Flat 2 VR. Let's see, guys.
You really wouldn't know this was ever originally a flat screen game.
Yeah, RoboQuest VR is phenomenal. Flat 2 VR Studios, I have a lot to say about their work, their plans, their hopes for the future. I interviewed the CEO and COO of Flat to VR, and I'm going to share that interview with you guys very soon.
On top of multiplayer and quest support on May 21st, Eagle-eyed fans may have also spotted a hint at the addition of a new class in that trailer. Well, here's a bonus. You can go and unlock and then play as the Superbot on PSVR 2 and PC VR today.
Nice. Little surprise drop. Huh. That game's fun too. It's so strange. Disney. That's funny. That's a Disney music pack, I'm assuming. That was You've Got a Friend in Me.
Hey everyone, I'm
Toy
Elliot
Story.
Tate from Flat to VR Studios. Last year we announced Flat to VR Spark to help some of the best modders turn their amazing work into fully licensed releases. And today we're really excited to show you the very first one.
Nice.
And that's Flat Out 4 Total Insanity VR.
I wanted to try this at GDC, but I didn't get a chance to. Looks like a lot of fun, though. Pulling some of these games into VR, the thing that Flat 2 VR Studios...
We've taken Flat Out 4
You'll say it.
and completely rebuilt it for VR. You're right there in the cockpit for every crazy bone-rattling hit, every near miss, every massive pile-up. There's classic racing, arena battles, a stunt mode, multiplayer. It's all there, the entire game. It's not just a portion of it. We made it in close collaboration with really a legendary VR modder, a good friend of mine, Mutar, who's also known as No More Flat.
Hello, it's Sergi.
No More Flat.
Nice to meet you all. I'm very excited for this project. For me, goal was simple. Keep what makes Flat Out fun, then make it even greater in VR.
Mutar really did something seriously impressive here, bringing full 6 degrees of freedom VR to a game running on a custom engine. And because the original game was built as a third-person experience, the interiors were really not even modeled. And so we actually brought one of our talented artists in, Adam, who painstakingly rebuilt every car interior in the game with new cockpit geometry. He upgraded the dashboards, improved textures.
It's cool.
And we really spent time getting the engine right, running well in VR. We added DLSS to make the game look super sharp.
Wow.
So this is exactly what Spark is for. We pair some of our favorite modders, creators, developers, and support them as they work on just some of their dream games. And we really hope this opens the door to getting a lot more amazing games officially launched in VR.
Nice.
Flat Out 4 launches in early access on Steam VR Thursday, April 23rd.
A date.
This
Look
year.
at that. Early access. That's nice. Yeah, the fact that they're pulling games like that fully in.
We spent years
Okay, here you go.
honing our skills, bringing classic shooters into VR. Now we've taken everything we've learned and brought it to a title we can't wait to share.
I played it.
Wrath opens with the Outlander, adrift on an ageless sea, suspended
Yep.
somewhere between life and death. Drawn to a world by a mysterious being, you are charged with hunting down angelic entities who have succumbed to corruption and unleash ruin and monstrous horrors. You weren't the first Outlander here, but will you be the last? This is not a simple conversion. With our
No.
partners at Flat to VR Studios, we rebuilt and refined Wrath so it plays like it belongs in VR.
And it truly feels that way.
Combat, real interaction, and pacing that keeps you moving. The weapons pack a satisfying punch. Dual wielding, two-handed, flick reloads, real breakable artifacts. Our goal with any VR port is simple. Make the player feel the potential of the character's abilities. We've had free rein to improve the underlying game based upon community feedback and our own experience. The gore, blood and body parts have been brutalized for maximum effect. We've added an addictive slide movement, slow motion power-ups, all whilst optimizing, fixing and balancing. We really hope you agree this is the definitive way to experience the dark world of Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. If you followed or supported our ports over the year, thank you. This is a combination of years of work, learning, friendship and engagement with our awesome community.
Yeah, playing this, I was genuinely impressed with how buttery smooth the motion and controls are. Like, what you're seeing there is legitimately, it's that smooth. Like, the frame rates are really high, and it just feels very, very, very tight. April 9th. There we go.
That
We got a
wraps it up
date.
for the spring
That's awesome.
2026 edition
The
of the
brutal
VR
edition.
Game Showcase. We're off to
It's a good,
wishlist Flat Out VR
actual
and Wrath.
date.
Pre-order the boys' trigger warning, grab Forefront ahead of full launch, and, well, much more. Thank you so much for tuning in and helping to build this show out to be the spotlight VR gaming deserves. We'll see you soon for our first ever summer edition.
Summer edition coming in June. So you can expect that to happen between June 5th and 8th, because I believe that's when Summer Game Fest was the 5th through the 8th last year. And I'm pretty sure they're sticking to that time frame again, or somewhere close to that. So first couple weeks of June, we'll get another full announcement list of more games. But the Creature feature is in May, and that is going to have at least one major announcement that I heard from Doug Northcook personally, that he said it is the biggest and most exciting game of the year for VR. And coming from him, that actually sounds completely viable. And there isn't a game yet that's come into the spotlight that has that kind of exciting pull, for me at least. Last year it was Battlemarked, for sure. And that was basically like a sequel to Demeo. So I'm very curious to see what it is he's talking about. There's a potential that I might get an interview with him for you guys ahead of time, before it is actually time for the full release of that showcase. And Flat 2 VR Studios is also doing a showcase that they didn't even talk about here in this VR game showcase, and that is coming up in April apparently. So I'll definitely be covering all this information, and we will take a look at all of it together. But that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And
If you like VR, you should
pause that. That is it for today's video, though. Thank you for tuning in, those of you who watched and those of you watching it later. Sorry about all the technical hiccups at the very beginning. Still working out all the things in the different ways that I can live stream. That is it for today's video, though, guys. Go try something new. I will see you soon right here on Game List Plus.